Welcome to the booth, AWSI 2024. It's been glassy but beautiful in Hood River. Good chance to really check out everyone's gear. And there's been flat water pumping, wake riding out there. A lot of the foil driving, people were ripping around, testing different boards. It's been epic. So speaking of boards, we have our new surf range. We are really excited about these surf foil boards. We've got 6 boards in the range from 24 litres up to 48. And the size and shape of this board, we've really optimized for surf foiling. So we're really frothing to see how this is going to go. We started prototyping this back in New Zealand in Biggie's workshop a while ago. And the boys tried a few protos that, hey, they had some pros and cons. Obviously you can't always make a good board. Some of those we hated, some of those we liked. And then we found, the sort of dimensions and the sort of sizes we really liked. And then we put them into this range. And the big thing that we've done with this board, I guess, is make it much more surf friendly, especially, coming on and off the water. This thing is kind of made to bounce off the wave, and you can literally rail turn it, in the foam if you need to. So really to push, advanced surf foiling. But that also translates into an easier board to ride when you're surf foiling because it's just comfortable. Now, having this more, really traditional round sort of surf rail with the subtle double concave, through to a V out the tail, and this much reduced chine allows us to have a thinner board all around. So per size, the boards are thinner than our previous boards, and that just makes you more connected and just a really nice flat deck platform, surf style grip, so you can, strapless riding optimized. But we do have the inserts in it if you want to tow them. Great. Is the 24 and the 28 litre are going to be epic for towing. I'd say the 24 is going to be my main tow board in moderate stuff. I still love the WKT if I'm, trying to, do some flips off the back of wave and really hammer a board. I like that one because it's just so bomber. But no, these boards are going to be just great for that. And what else about the shape? I guess the outline is, fairly traditional surf sort of lines and really simple, clean to make them strong and light. I'm really excited about these boards. Oh, I want to go foiling right now.
Slick, man. It looks slick.
This thing's making me excited to want to go foil, so that's always good. The bigger boards in the range, let's go up to this is the 42 litre. I mean, I was talking the 24, and that's why I was talking about towing. This is the 42, and I would probably paddle this board, and it fits under my arm nicely. I need that volume to get going in a way, and we've got the 48 for the bigger guys. And I guess the mid-lengths have been going great. I mean, just come up to the mid-lengths for a second. We'll just talk about the sort of comparison between them and the wide.
Sure.
So with the mid-lengths, we've got the new 38 litre and the 45 that was in there. And I've also got a 100 litre for the winging, which is the new big mid-length. We're finding that's really going well. But the big difference between these boards is the width that you can see. If I check them here. Okay, now the mid-lengths will paddle in to the green wave, easier for a more advanced paddler, and also real micro bumps, the higher volume, maybe a 55 or a 65 for someone getting going can be good, but they're much narrower and they are optimized for taking off the water with the wing as well. Whereas these are all about just paddling in, and so that extra width gives you way more roll stability when you're popping up. So the 38 litre mid-length is really an advanced board. That is kind of a travel board for someone like, Cash or some of our team riders, because, if they want to paddle into, a bigger wave where they're taking off not in the white water, that's where the mid-length excels. But this is the 38 litre, it's a fully advanced board. If you're foil surfing those, you're really looking at the bigger volume as a kind of a crossover board you could wing as well, whereas the surf models are all about taking off in the waves. So, yeah, much more easy in terms of your stability as you're popping up, especially in the white water. So yeah, those are the differences. Cool.
Yes, sir. All right, where do you want to go next?
Well, I guess we can just whip through the foil range.
We can do that if you want. That'd be great.
The HAs have been, really, really appreciated in the market this year. And I think the big reason for that is the section we came up with for this foil is just so forgiving over a really broad speed range, which what that means is that early lift, really gradual, smooth lift, and it'll just keep gliding when you're up and going. The flow will stay attached and tons of stability. It's not the fastest foil in the world. It's not designed for any kind of racing, really. Or the tiny sizes. Hey, if you go down to a 580, yes, the 580 will go very fast. Like Aiden's been using that in some of the downwind races because you're also gliding down bumps. So the HA 580, which I'm holding here. But, the main size people are going with maybe is the 880. I think 880, 1080 for winging for a lot of people. The 980 is kind of a magic one. If I was going one foil anywhere, I'd probably take the 980 unless I was in a higher energy sort of, zone with lots of wind or waves. And then maybe I'd jump down to the 680. So I do wing the 680 a lot if it's windy. But yeah, just that really comfortable stability combined with enough performance that you can really pump around and still jam some turns. So yeah, this is really met where people are at. I think we're just really lucky in that the level of riding, just everyone, well done everyone out there, just the level of riding is mind-blowing. Where everyone's taking the sport, the progression rate, everyone's, I guess, loving it so much that they're putting the time and they're getting better. And I guess we just had the right foil for where people were at the time. And no, it's going really great. People are loving it. So stoked on that.
Anything peril wing related that we can maybe talk about, or anything in your wings as well?
Talking about the wings? Well, yeah, let's go have a look at the light one wings because they've got some new features.
Sure, let's do it.
Cool. So this is the 7 meter XPS light wing, and this wing has our power batten. So these wings with the power batten, what's allowed us to do with the light wing, and this is the wing that Aiden used to win the M2O downwind race. So these things have tons of grunt, tons of bottom end. They're not upwind race machines for sure. They're a light wing designed to get you going. And what this power batten does across the back here is it allows us to put a lot more area in at the root cord and really refine the tips. So the tips of this 7 meter are actually smaller than the tips of our 6 meter. Okay, so what that means is when you're holding the wing and pumping, it's really easy to keep the tips of the massive wing out of the water, and it feels great to handle. You can spin it around. It's really light on the tips and floaty. And this power batten here, it holds a much deeper profile at the root. So what happens with all wings, they twist off a lot when they're loaded up, right? The whole wing shape changes as it loads up. And what this batten here does is it holds the profile. Traditionally, the profile is really just held in the middle, and then it flattens off as the wing, twists in the load. But with the batten here, it holds that deeper profile for the full width of the batten, which gives way more grunt, just power to the center of the
Here, let's take a look at that thing on camera here.
Yep. So
okay, so it's just a batten that's going across.
It's a batten that goes across, got a bit of dynamo holding it here, so the loads, and the sail can still twist with the batten here a little bit, but it locks in and just gives you so much grunt through the middle section of the wing. So yeah, we're frothing how the light wings are going.
That's good.
People are loving them.
All right, my friend.
What else? Well, it's almost time to get in the water.
Do you think?
We'll go probably just do some paddle ups, get some exercise. But it's been a great time, and just want to thank everyone here. We're pretty stoked last night. We were Industry Brand of the Year, so for foiling.
Congratulations.
So, pretty stoked with that, and just thanks, to all the AWSI team and everyone here, everyone making cool gear. All the brands have really great gear, and I'm excited to see everyone just driving the sport forward. It's such an epic time for the sport. The gear is just getting better and better. So yeah, next year is going to be awesome. So have fun, everyone. Get out there.